Good science, by definition, allows for more than one opinion. Otherwise, you merely have the will of one man, which is the basis of cult.
If it's not in frame, it doesn't exist.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Where you been?
Drunk.
Wendy, darling, light of my life.
What's your one purpose in life?
To explode, of course.
I like death with sex. How about you, Casey? You like sex with death?
Yeah, so fuck off and die.
All right, shut up. We're not giving it.
Yeah, play. I thought you were gonna play music.
The Oscars.
Like, you gotta play. You gotta add in music.
I'm adding nothing. Oh yeah, play you off, right?
Play me off. Yeah, play me off stage.
Yeah. This is called the Semi Knowledge Podcast. I'm fucking playing you off right now. I'm never talking about the Oscars again. They're dead to me.
Oh my god, no, dude, they were perfect, dude. Can you believe Marty
Perfectly
Supreme got
predictable.
0? Can you believe that? I didn't realize they had 9. They had 9. And they got 0. I thought they would have got 1.
It's too cool.
Crazy.
See, now I'm like, I liked Marty Supreme quite a lot, and the fact that F1 has more Oscars than Marty Supreme
Dude, you just blew my mind.
hurts my heart.
I forgot about
dude.
that. That's really that's like perfect because it's like, and you know what, Marty
Well,
Supreme
it's on
has
brand
as
for
many
what the
Oscars.
movie's about. It's on brand, like what the movie's about. Like,
Oh right, he's a
failing.
loser. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But it's like Marty Supreme and Eddington, same amount of Oscars. So
that's true. Yeah. Well, one didn't even get 9 nominations. So anyway, I already said this is the Cult of Cinema Knowledge podcast. We're not talking about any of those movies today. I don't think. Right? What are we talking about?
I mean, we just were.
What are we actually talking about?
We can actually talk about the movie we watched
the movie
for the pod.
that we watched this week for the film club is Take Shelter.
Shelter.
So
Take Shelter.
We're doing Sundance movies, and those ones are kind of hard because there's the obvious one, but there's a lot. So I've been really combing through, and I've been like going to the page and be like, okay, where did it premiere? Did it premiere at Sundance? Because there's a lot of movies you think are Sundance, but it didn't premiere there, or premiere in America or whatever, at least. So we'll see with the next couple weeks, because I think there's going to be a 5-weeker too, because it's the way it's set up. So
Right.
I think I'm going to do one.
Like
I think I'm going to do 1 week of documentaries though.
Oh hell yeah!
Because
dude, that's
I was
great.
going through the list and I'm like, there's a lot of great documentaries that came, or ones I want to see anyway, that came through Sundance. So Take Shelter won the poll, and what do you think about it? You've never seen it, right?
Oh, are we gonna do?
I just
Well,
blinked.
let's
I was
do a
staring
little
at your
quick-
mustache, and I
let's
just
do a
blanked
little,
out. You know,
I know, dude. With the mustache is great.
it is. It's so good.
So come to our YouTube and you can see it.
Yeah,
I could give a little. I mean, if you want to like give the synopsis,
dude,
that's
I've been
that's always there.
We're just
This
getting
is
lazier, I think, because I have been bailing on the synopsis. Okay, a quick
know.
synopsis, Cindy. This is okay.
I know.
Take Shelter is just a nice, good Midwestern man. He's Michael Shannon's married to Jessica Chastain, and he's got like a 6-year-old daughter who's recently become deaf, and he starts having these super spooky dreams about this apocalyptic storm that comes, and it's like very bad vibes, but he has enough wherewithal to sort of question his own sanity, and his mom has a history with like schizophrenia, so he like is kind of aware of it in those ways, and so he's like, is this real? Like I'm hallucinating now, and no one else is noticing these storms that I'm like hearing thunder, and I don't know if it's real. And so the whole movie is just kind of about his struggle, and he keeps kind of getting worse. He starts building a storm shelter in his backyard, and it like costs him his job. It costs him his friendships. It's like his marriage is like even more in turmoil. He's like spending money on this stuff when his daughter needs like health things for her, her medical bills and shit. And so eventually just kind of escalates, and he never really knows what's going on, and he kind of faces it, and he's like, oh, okay, maybe it's not, maybe it's me, I just need help. And then it ends with, it's like a twist where it's like this, he leaves the shelter, they go on vacation because his psychiatrist is like, yo, you just need to get away, dude. Like, you need to take a breath too, on top of this meds. And, but then the storm comes and it starts raining the black oil that makes people go crazy, and it ends like that. And so that's Take Shelter. And I'll tell you my impressions in a moment, but since I've seen it before, and I know you haven't.
I was gonna say.
So
I wanted to know
what's your first
how you film now.
Yeah, it's
on your
changed.
Second
It's
watch.
changed.
good because well because you said originally you were like fair to Midland. I personally didn't really think too highly of it, but I also did not hate it. So that is where I'm kind of at. I think it's weird. It's one of those movies where like this has been really popular. Oh my god, what's that one? Oh my gosh, the one movie where it's the they're on the farm and the mom kills herself and they're all like,
Did we watch
"Oh,
for
this is creepy," and the dad's we're watching Hortober and dad's in bed. And it's just like Creepy Farm.
It's
What's
not,
it called?
Yeah, it's not When Evil Lurks, but it's
something like that. Evil, yeah. Call me by my evil name.
Yeah, I know. God, it's driving me nuts now.
Oh my god, it's so who cares? It's one of those dumb movies. It's like it's red. It's kind of just red.
This is 10 times better than that. What are you talking about?
No, and that's what I was gonna say. So that movie feels kind of like it would be kind of a companion film to that because it's like this. It has that same like, just like looking off into the middle distance and just the lightest amount of like violin playing behind him, and like the lightest amount of like
the difference
like synth
so
playing like two notes.
I don't know if it feels like for some reason I thought Jeff Nichols was a big deal, and I've seen every Jeff Nichols movie, and
yeah, I've seen like 4 out of 5 or whatever.
Oh,
he's got, like
because I remember talking with you about
a
a couple of them, and I'm like, for some reason, but then I'm like, no one hasn't. So it's like I feel like his movies are a very specific kind of like, they're like a gentle kind of like soft light movie, but they got like the edge undercurrent, but it never comes through.
Yeah.
Like,
no, and
even though I
think
I don't know what this is rated, but he makes like the best like PG-13 probably.
I was just about to say this. I was going to bring that up because I've got a few things.
What is it rated?
And then,
yeah?
It's rated R. This is one of the farthest things from a rated R movie. Like
couple
there's
cusses,
like
maybe,
there's
then, right?
No, are there even? Do they even swear in this, dude?
There's a couple cusses, but they're nothing. I don't even know if there was an F bomb.
No,
though.
I don't think he says an F, dude.
Because he's just for thematic, and because the MPAA hates independent film.
I'm like, I literally, because maybe a child's kind of like part of this intense situation. Even though there's no, it's crazy, dude. Like Michael Shannon's performance in this is pretty damn good. It's like flawless.
Really
like he's and it's cool because this is like not his. This is when he was new. He was getting in there. It's funny. He's in I haven't seen Jeff Nichols' first movie, which stars.
That is actually
Michael
the
Shannon,
only one I haven't seen. I've seen like
I've
seen like a part of it, but I've never watched all the Shotgun Stories.
Yeah. And it's like I just watched the trailer for it, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I was gonna
Michael
put that
Shannon's
on the poll. I was gonna put that on the poll, but it didn't. But it didn't premiere at Sundance. So I was like, this had to have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, this had to have. It's his first one. It premiered at like South by Southwest or something like that. But
right. Because I figured I was like, it has to be because he does a lot of
all his movies. Because even like the first movie I saw his was Mud, and like Mud is like it's a very like. It's got stakes, but it's got a chill vibe. I really like Midnight Special. I want to watch it again because it's like
I really like Midnight Special.
I don't know, like his movies have like this softness to them. They're about hard things that I feel like another director would like make it too edgy, like Bike Riders. I like how it's just like it feels like the book that it's based on, where it's just like a collection of loose stories almost. But it's like Bike Riders is intense. Yeah. It's got its intense moments, but it's not like. I feel like any other director, like I don't know, people would say they like Focus or something. But this movie,
no, I think that's what he does. He toes the line perfectly, and Michael Shannon's performance. There's so many times where like
I always forget how much I love Michael Shannon until I watch Michael Shannon in a movie, and he's the best part of everything in it, dude. Michael Shannon is so good.
So well, dude. And Boardwalk Empire, like
he's so good.
He's so sexy in that, and
I need to
so it's like
show, man.
Yeah, and like in this movie, I loved how. It's realistic, but like in the movie magic kind of way. But it's like all the like, he's so calculated and like methodical, and he does all the things. Like he's like, oh, I'm starting to see these things, and I know it's upsetting, and so he goes to the doctor, and he goes through the steps, and he finally like has a conversation with his wife, and it's like it's great. Like the drama feels so natural and real.
And I forgot Jessica Chastain was in this.
Oh, dude,
and she's awesome. I really
great.
like Jessica Chastain, and I'm like, as soon as I saw her, I'm like, did I not know who she was first time I saw this? Because immediately I was like, holy shit, Jessica Chastain's the wife, and she's great.
You must have not.
Yeah, must have.
Which is funny. This is one of those movies that feels like it was made in 2006,
Right.
but it's like, which I mean, 2011 is still a long time ago from now, which is crazy.
Well, that's what's wild. It's like, so I saw this movie originally when it first came out. I watched it with my dad or something when up in Idaho or whatever. On a whim.
That's a good. Well, because this is like one of those like. This easily could have been an Alien movie, and I kind of wish it. I mean, it kind of is almost. It kind of.
Go watch Midnight Special.
Ambiguous,
but it's like that.
That's
but
true.
It's
yeah,
that with more of an alien vibe.
Right. And this is a movie where it's like this is like an Alien movie because the one scene where all the furniture gets lifted up and it's like the light outside.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of like that, but it's like. Clearly, it's so ambiguous that it isn't there. So your dad is totally like, I could see your dad after this.
He was like,
fired a shotgun into the air.
I know. He was like, it's fine. But like, yeah, when I was younger, and I think that's why I wasn't hesitant to watch it again, but it's just like, I feel like I couldn't appreciate it the first time I watched it. It was obviously I was enamored with the acting because I love Michael Shannon, but I wasn't really like grabbing on to the themes. Like it's paced.
Well, there's not very much happening either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
so,
like it's very well paced, but yeah, like you say, it's like very deliberate and kind of methodical as it moves forward. But it is like it feels kind of slow, right? But this time, I feel like, and this is one of the perfect instances that, like, as a dad now, and as a dad with a 6-year-old girl, like. This and
who sometimes feels like she's deaf. Am I right?
Yeah, she doesn't fucking listen. But no, this hit way differently for me this time. I don't know. Like I really appreciated like the filmmaking and Michael Shannon, Jessica Chastain, and like fucking. I forget his name already. I said I was going to remember his name, but the main guy from Splinter who's in this.
Yeah, Shea Whigham or something.
Because he's in a lot of random stuff. He's in like True Detective and stuff.
It's funny. It was thank you. It was Splinter. Like, the whole time we were watching it, I was like, God, he's so familiar. Why the fuck is he so familiar? This is the main guy in Splinter.
And so,
yeah.
Like, watching it now, like I appreciate all that stuff the first time, but I didn't really care about like the plot. I was too invested about like, where's it going? Is there going to be a twist? Yeah. Like, what's the shocky? Like, when's the shoe going to drop? But knowing it's more about like the meditativeness of like him questioning this and like his kind of descent, and him grappling with it, was so much more engaging to me now. Because it's like, first of all, who hasn't? Which young man among us hasn't grappled with what is reality? You know what I mean? It's like, I know I've had my issues, and then
but, who hasn't sat in the rain?
But even that aside, it's just like. This like Midwestern dude that's like raised by a single dad, and he obviously is like, it's very important to like be the like rock for the family, the supply, the like provider for the family. His daughter suddenly going deaf. Like, I didn't even really pay attention to this the first time I watched it, but his daughter suddenly going deaf. He's like losing control. And it's this fear, and as a dad
subtle,
now, it's like, so subtle. But like as a dad now, I'm like,
yeah, it's good.
That's the worst thing about being a parent, dude, is the fear that like you can't protect your family. You know what I mean? And that's what it is with him. It's like, like, oh my God.
There are several times in this movie where I was like, is he going to annihilate everybody?
I know, right?
Like, it's like there were
times he was going to by accident.
Like, that's the best way to do it. It's like, that's how you protect your families. You annihilate everybody.
If I kill them, then they can't die in the apocalypse.
Yeah, then they can't disappoint you anymore.
Right. I'm saving you from the horrors of the end days.
I know, really, though.
But I don't know. So, I don't know. It clicked with me way more, and I thought it was like way more impactful to see, Michael Shannon's character, Curtis, kind of grapple with these, and like the performance was so good. Like, everyone is like always says like the big bombastic moments when he like freaks out at like that event and everything, which is obviously incredible. But he's so subtle, dude. He's so subtle in his facial expressions. It's subtle, like he's so pained. He's pained
when he goes to the counselor, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? When he goes to the counselor and he's like, oh no, she's been moved out. She doesn't work here anymore. And just him, like, you just see him in there, like, I'm not gonna fucking tell my story to another person.
Yeah.
Like
He's like, I did the
I've done
questionnaire.
everything
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can. Like, and he just like, yeah, he's just like it like with the set when it's like a counsel, it's like the head guy, and he's like, oh, we've been really busy, and he's like, well, your mom had schizophrenia. Let's start there. And just like him, like just like the few nods, and he just leaves the room.
Just enough.
And I was like, God, that's really good. That's a really good scene.
The scene at the end, like probably like. I think all the scenes are so good. Like I was really riveted by this time.
Oh,
around.
dude,
but
him
in the bomb
you
shelter.
tell yours and I gotta tell mine.
Him in the shelter when he's like, she's like, you have to open it, and he's just like, he's literally like shaking, and it's just, but it's so
horrific, dude.
subtle, dude. He's barely containing it, like his
like
anxiety. It's so good.
And the filmmaking, like, so people like they talk about like in Signs when like the alien walks by and it's like so nerve wracking and stuff. It's like if I watched this movie, like if I was younger and like even if I watched this in like 2011, well, no, I wouldn't have been young enough, but if I watched this movie as like a 12-year-old, I would be horrified. That it is so there's so much dread with like the slow build up of the music and like the lighting where like the wife is like, you know, like shrouded in darkness, and so you're like the whole time I kept being like, she's gonna bust out of her skin and be an alien. Like she's gonna be like, like there's gonna be something would be fucking. I mean, that's a whole thing. That's what like the whole time the whole time they were in the bomb shelter, I was like, this is like she's gonna reveal herself and it's gonna turn into like he's gonna be validated and then it's gonna be like a crazy. And that's why that's how it felt. Like they were building up to like this thing where it's like her and her daughter are gonna be like evil, you know, and like he's gonna be right, you know, that way, you know, and he's gonna lose everything. And so like I just kept being like, oh my God, like it's gonna happen. It's like the build up, you know, and then when he opens it, it's like the light is like super bright, and I was like, oh, are they gonna be like on a spaceship? Like I was like, what is happening? What's gonna happen? And then I was like, oh, okay, this is, and then I was like, usually I'm kind of like disappointed.
Did that still work for you? Because I think when I watched it the first time,
so well.
I kept anticipating, and I feel like it kind of ruined it, but like. That's why I wasn't as jazzed, but like this time I kind of knew, and I'm more familiar with like Jeff Nichols' kind of vibe. Like he's not Yorgos Lanthimos. He's not gonna like do a crazy.
Exactly, like, dude. I kept thinking of Begonia while I was watching this, and I was like, I had to do the same thing where I was like,
he's
okay,
not
gonna go Begonia with it. He's not gonna go
Like,
Begonia with it, even though I want him to, and he could have, but he didn't. I feel like I bet they joked about it.
Oh,
you know?
of course. I mean, they still kind of did. They did do the old switcheroony at the end a little bit. So
yeah, well, no, and I you know what's funny? I was like, they're gonna have to end it like I thought they'd end it more ambiguous, but it's great because like the daughter and the wife both now are 100% on board, and so it's real. Like it like really narratively like it happened. You know, and I'm like,
interesting.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
okay,
narratively
great.
it happened, but
it's enough. It's enough to be like
this time watching.
Well, I don't know. You know, like,
this time watching it, the ending where like it actually turns out like he looks up and he's away from his shelter. They're on fucking vacation, and it starts, and then she actually has like the oil on her hand too. Like this.
That's a good ending too. And
good.
She's just like, all right,
it's good. But this time around, I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's almost a fourth wall break where it's like now you have schizophrenia. You know what I mean? It's like. What?
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Like I almost feel like it's like a kind of a wink to the audience in a way. Is the vibe I got this time around, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, and it's like, and then it is real, and it's like all that, and it's like it doesn't undercut his struggle, but it does it in a way where it's just like now you're inside his head. Now you are the one. Like I don't know. Like that's the vibe I got this time around, because I think the first time I was like. So what? He wasn't even crazy. I like that he was grappling with like his mental health, because it's like a Midwestern guy that doesn't talk about his feelings, that like that's taboo. Discovering that he has a mental illness potentially and like grappling with that, and literally he doesn't know what to do about it, so he does the only thing he can do, which is like manual labor, like just work with his hands. Is like how he deals with his problems. Is so good, and Michael Shannon being that guy is so compelling. And so I still think it really works. Because first time I saw it, I didn't really like the ending. I was like, oh, come on. It like cheapened it a little bit. But now I'm like.
Oh, really? No, I love it.
I do really like it now more. But
because it's subtle, or not subtle, but it's just like, it's well, like.
It's still soft.
All right. And then it just ends.
For Jeff Nichols' style, it's extreme. But you know,
exactly,
if it was anyone else, that's what I'm saying. If anyone else would have taken this movie, they would have taken like all the like post-apocalyptic scenes where it's like these shadowy figures doing kind of like just being kind of generally menacing, and him just talking about it. They would do something, they would push it farther, but he never does. It's the restraint of this man that I fucking love. Because when he's dreaming, he keeps having the dreams, but the dream where he has Jessica Chastain and she's just like dripping wet in the kitchen.
Oh, baby.
And
She looks at the knife and like, it's one of
she
those
doesn't
things
pick
you
up the
think
knife.
it's gonna,
She doesn't
yeah,
charge in.
exactly.
There's no like jump scare. There's no scream. It's just,
yes,
she just
oh my God.
looks at the
Do
knife
you know,
and that's it.
Do you know how happy I was there was no jump scare? Like that, that made me really happy because I was like, oh man, they could have done it so easily.
There's like one jump scare where he gets jump scared. He looks out the window and sees someone standing there.
Oh yeah, and but it's hardly a jump scare
Hardly at all.
for us,
It's him.
the audience.
It's him because he like gasps audibly. Like that's
right. Yeah, he's like upset. Like dude, and that like, I loved like the dream sequences. This is a movie, so I'm pretty good. Like we have a pretty good film knowledge, and like you can tell like when a movie isn't a dream. Like there's such a like tonal
like
shift for
to
certain
it,
movies,
yeah.
and like they're just like there are cues, and it's not like it's not that hard to find out. But there are times where like I get thrown off, and I'll be like, oh, it was a dream. But like 99% of the time, I'm like, oh, they're standing weird. It's shot different. This is a dream sequence. But in this movie, there were so many times where I kept being like, is this a dream sequence?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Everything is kind of.
Is this a dream sequence?
That's why I'm
I kept
always
being
kind of questioning it, and that's why the ending kind of works too. Because
Yeah.
like even
Yeah.
the birds, which look pretty good, but they're obviously CG.
They obviously they're fine.
Some of the storm
It was
stuff,
fun.
but that's the thing. It lends more to. I'm like, okay, is this just a budgetary restraint, or is it slightly unreal because of his like hallucinations? Like I don't know.
Right.
Like it works though.
Right. It works. Yeah, I think it just works. I think
It works in its
for the
in
time
its
period of the
favor
film.
though. I think it's like the kind of
Exactly,
slightly
yeah.
dated.
It's aged
effects.
well. Yeah, it's like yeah, and that's it. I think it's funny. There are two distinctive scenes I could remember right now off the top of my head that I thought were really funny. When he gets out of the car and there's the lightning, and he's like, "Is anyone else seeing this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, that's just lightning. Like you live in fucking Ohio or whatever. Like that's
There's
just
actually
lightning.
a
That's
tornado
fine."
at the end. Like that is what
Just-
causes them to go under.
Uh-huh.
Or at least a tornado warning. You know.
A torture, yeah, right, and effectively that like, oh no, that was a dream sequence. But it's like the fact that tornadoes are happening. I'm like, yeah. I mean, the tornado. It's one of those things where I'm like, it's a tornado, bud. But the lightning was funny because I was like, well, yeah, that's just lightning. I don't know. Nothing about that was that weird. Like the birds and stuff, and like him seeing the clouds and the storm and the viscous rain is so cool.
Yeah.
But that part, and then the part when he's having a seizure in bed after he takes his sleeping
Michael
pill,
Shannon,
and
you're too good.
He's coughing up blood, and he like tells the paramedic, "No, don't come. It's fine."
That's so on brand though. Like we can't afford that.
Yeah, right.
Like,
No, right. But it's more just like you're like coughing up blood. There's that's a difference. Like having a seizure is one thing, but like coughing up blood.
he bit his cheek from his seizure is what all it was. But
yeah, right.
But
I
still,
know that's what they said when he's like, "Oh, good, my mouth choked."
Well, that's the thing. It's like he's seizing, and it's like you start to ask yourself, because usually, and I mean, we've talked about this before, I don't really put much stock about like what's real, what's not real in most movies, because like we've said before, it's like
Sure,
everything's real
it works
within the confines, thematically within the movie. Like that's the universe we're being presented. But movies where it's specifically about questioning reality and shit like that, like Fight Club and like this and like so many other movies, then it does make more sense. But it's like you start to question things more, because with the seizure, I'm like, oh shit, does he have like a tumor or something? But then I'm like, oh, or did he just take too many pills and that's what caused it?
Yeah, right. That's what I assumed.
Right, that's what I
his
assumed.
Medication. He was having like a.
It is kind of weirdly comparable to Begonia, just in the way that you kind of question his reality. Like, is he just having like this mental breakdown, or is there something to this? You know what I mean? And then it ends up being like that there is something to this. It's interesting. I don't know. I really like this movie quite a lot, and it's like I want to go back and watch Bug. We'll never.
I know.
Nobody will ever
well,
let
we need
us
to do,
watch Bug.
We need to do. Well, we'll just put Bug on Horrortober.
That's true. Well, I've been dying. I need to force you and me, well, watch it again, but also force, like, you know, our cool Reddit friends to watch, speaking of Bug and Killer Joe. I need to get Killer Joe. We got to go like the Friedkin, the off style Friedkin movie.
Dude, we should do a director again. We haven't done a director for a year.
We can't do Friedkin. No, we've already done too much Friedkin.
What? So what? We can do more. We watch. We'll watch First Reformed again.
Yeah, that's not Friedkin.
Oh, that's not Friedkin.
So what's his name? Oh my God, why am I spacing it? He's the guy who wrote the fucking Taxi Driver. Anyway.
I thought
nope. Paul Schneider.
And he
Paul
did
Schrader.
Exorcist,
Paul
right?
Schrader. Yeah.
Oh, Schrader. You're
Paul
right.
Schrader.
My bad. Yeah.
That I could see.
Well, then
I could see
Friedkin.
that. Though.
I can't think of Friedkin.
Yeah,
man.
Friedkin did the Exorcist.
I know Killer. Oh, freak! See, that's what I'm doing. I'm mixing those up.
Friedkin did the Exorcist, and he did like French Connection.
Yeah. What else did Schrader do then?
Nothing.
Anyway.
Nothing. He just wrote. His movies that he directed are not. I mean, I didn't see his last couple movies because he did like Card Counter. He wrote he wrote like Taxi Driver, and he wrote Raging Bull. Like he wrote.
Yeah.
He's like the Alex Garland. He's the Alex Garland of the 80s. You know.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, dude? So to get back to this film.
Oh yeah.
This is well, I don't know. This kind of ties into Money Minute a little bit, but Jessica Chastain was only paid $100 a day that she was shooting. She had to like go against like SAG and like.
Isn't she like in Marvel movies? Like I don't know. Like it's.
I know. Right. Yeah. Well, this dude. So like back onto that, we were talking about this last time. Sundance is usually the place for, you know, quote unquote bigger actors and just actors themselves and people who are already established to kind of do some like passion projects or to do like the, you know, it's like it's like. And it's crazy. There are times where movies get made where it's like a guy emails, you know, and they're like, "Hey, will you be in my movie for this?" And it's like you have to shoot for like 3 days, and that's it, you know. And we'll get you in all your scenes, you know, shoot you for a week, and that's it, you know, get you out of here. Because she's not in it. She's in it a lot, but like really not that.
Can't
much.
imagine.
If you think about it.
They
could have
how
shot
long
her in a week.
this took
Easy.
to shot. I feel like because it's like it is a very.
I don't know.
Feels
It'd
low
have to be
budget
like a
because it's
month.
pretty minimal. It's like literally at the house. In a couple offices, and then
Well,
like
and
two
if you
dudes
think about it,
on a tractor. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, and that's I was gonna say
most
it's like
of the
if you truly think about it, there's only like 4 people in the
yeah.
whole movie. Like when they have like the family dinner, that's a big scene, but that would only take a day to shoot. And then they had the luncheon, which also would take like 2 days to shoot max. You know, they could shoot that in a day. And then it's like, and then you have like the brother show up, and
having
like, the
a
psychiatrist, and that'll all be shot out in a day.
child is the best, especially a recently deaf child.
I know
is the best
smart.
workaround for like getting a child actor. Be like, okay, we can't afford. We're not going to roll the dice on getting a good child actor. We're just going to have a kid.
It's crazy.
That never talks because she's deaf. You know what I mean?
And she is deaf in real life, so it's kind of one of those
That's
funny.
because
Like,
the one scene she does talk.
Actually...
The one scene she does start talking a little bit because they're playing the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, she has to be deaf because
she has to be deaf, right? Because I was like, no child
actor is gonna sound deaf that good, dude. Honestly, and I'm glad since having just taken ASL in school, I was like, I knew most of the.
Oh yeah,
there was like pretty basic sign language, but I'm like, hey, I know that stuff.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, Storm and then like them spelling, they spelled a lot too.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
like,
true.
Yeah.
So
anyway, but dude, and another fun fact because I'm on the fun.
You
fact
are
train.
the fun fact guy. Yeah.
That scene at the luncheon when he has the freak out, the extras, they weren't paid anything. They were just like they were invited to be in a movie and they got free lunch. It was like a whole, you know, just come to a movie and watch us shoot this film.
Yeah.
They didn't know that Michael Shannon was going to have a freak out. They didn't know that interaction between the two of them. They had no idea. It was like that's lightning in a bottle. Like that's so good. Like because it's a great reaction. Everybody like the pregnant woman.
Yeah,
like,
dude, the pregnant woman.
Like
leading into her
clearly
husband.
they shot and reset. And I guarantee you they didn't get like all of it obviously in one take.
Sure,
but
yeah.
it's like the fact like you're getting those reactions like. I can totally see that. Like when you're on set, it's like buzzing and you're moving around and you're there, and then you're like, okay, we're doing this, and then when they start acting, you're like, I don't know, is this real?
Yeah,
like it kind of turns into that. Where
Flipping
you're
the
like,
table
are
feels
they
like
mad?
Michael Shannon and like they're just like, hey, why don't we try flipping the table? You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
and they
yeah.
didn't tell everyone
Yeah.
it wasn't like a big scripted thing. They're like, yeah, just fucking go crazy with it. Because he
What? No, 100%.
You got-
Yeah.
Michael Shannon, dude. He needs to be the main guy in more stuff, though. Because he's always
Well, and
the best, like, side
he's so
character.
good.
And he needs to be
Yeah,
the main,
right?
because when he is the main guy, it's like, like Bug and stuff. He needs to be the main
Yeah,
guy.
right.
More,
Yeah,
'cause
he has to
he's
be.
weird.
I'm sad because he's kind of a Jesse Plemons, where like he's typecasted into being a weirdo
Yeah.
and being kind of the like
He is.
almost.
But
He's not quite the villain, but like he has to be a little creep, probably because he just looks kind of like a freak.
He looks kind of weird. Did you ever see,
but I love him.
was it Reservation Road or Revolutionary Road or
No,
one
no,
with
no, no. I know. Yeah,
Leonardo
yeah.
DiCaprio and that? And
No.
that is a good. He's
I remember when that
he
came
got.
out.
I think he got nominated. That's like the one thing he's ever been
Right.
recognized as like best supporting in that or something. But he's.
Well, I love him in Shape of Water
He's
too,
so
but he's
good.
only
I know.
he's not in it very long.
I
but
forget him and his weird missing fingers in that one.
yeah.
I need to watch Shape of Water again. I got to give that movie another shake. We should do some more Gilmo and then more. I was gonna say Sam Mendes did that Revolutionary Road or whatever, and it's like I don't think we've ever watched a Sam Mendes movie. I've tried to get him on here many times, and it's never happened. I've tried to get like Jarhead on. I really loved Sam Mendes for a while. American Beauty, fucking even 1917. That was like more of his recent stuff, but.
Oh,
The James Bond movies.
didn't watch-
Remember we were gonna do a
we didn't
James
watch
Bond?
1917.
No,
Oh, we need to do a James Bond
because
month
we
where we do the decades.
have like never. We tried.
I-
We went back and tried to do some James Bond stuff, but we've never. I've watched like 2
I've-
James Bonds, I think.
I don't even know.
But
I
it's
don't even know.
been-
I've seen an old one
Yeah.
where he's in Vegas, so I don't know what that one's called.
Yeah,
in Vegas,
I've seen
you
Doctor
never
No,
shake
which is
your
like the
dice.
first one, and then I've seen one of the Pierce Brosnan ones, like Goldeneye, I think.
Yeah,
or
I've seen
or
it.
maybe
Uh-huh.
one of those ones. But
Yeah,
That's it.
Goldeneye,
And
Mission
everyone-
Impossible.
and whenever there was a while there in the heyday of the we're way off the tracks. In the heyday of the
Yeah,
latest,
it's fine. This movie's pretty much done.
It's really good, but it's like, it's a simple, quiet,
Yeah.
kind of anxious movie that's like in a subtle way, and it's like, but it's simple. I don't know.
But I think it kind of like it's not a trailblazer, but it definitely like was doing that thing for like the A24 kind of thing first, where it's just
Yeah.
like it's like it comes at night
You know,
and style.
I was
like,
thinking of it coming
yeah.
tonight, but a movie it really reminds me of is I don't know if you ever saw it, but there's this really small horror movie called They Look Like People, and they look like people, and it's like a super small indie horror movie, but it's like this guy is like having these like delusions where he thinks like these people are monsters, and it's got like really kind of cheap effects on him, but it's really good because he like starts to. I'm not gonna spoil it, but anything, but it's like. It has so many similarities to it to where it's just like, is it real or am I having mental problems? And he like brings his friend into it to help him. It's a pretty good movie. I really like that one actually. Anyway,
All right.
So
well,
what?
put it on the fucking.
So what is it?
Horrortober's coming up, man.
It's already
No,
here
yeah.
again.
Yeah, like literally.
I'm scared. I'm not even ready. Give me the budget.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Tell me the budget.
The budgie, dude. Well, maybe not quite blow your mind, but I was fucking surprised. 2011, $5 million for like
and they only
a pretty good like CG heavy, and I'm like every effect in this was CG. So I guess we're at that curve now where it's like 2011 is that perfect sweet spot where it's like
it's not
CG's cheap enough,
yet, but it's cheap enough.
it's cheap enough. But I mean, which is like. What? Maybe $100,000 went to CG, like something crazy cheap nowadays, like instead of a couple mil. But what's crazy is speaking of CG, when the furniture lifts up, that is all CG. Like it's
that
crazy.
Makes sense. And that's an interesting scene too, because it's like there's nothing else like it in the movie either. Like nothing else. Happens
I know,
again.
and that's why I was
So it's
thinking
like such a
I'm like
standout,
it's like it. That's why I was like, oh, it's got some like alien twist to it, where like every time he like, because I was thinking like, oh, every time he has a dream he gets abducted. Like it feels like one of those movies where like he was like, should we make it aliens? Like he was like he wrote it as aliens.
You really
and
could
then he was
put
like,
it through the
nah.
lens of aliens. Like we should.
Yeah,
Like
you could just
one scene
Yeah.
would recontextualize the entire
Would-
movie to be Aliens.
would
You know
would
what I mean?
change this movie to Aliens 100%. Like I was, because I didn't know anything about this movie, but like how the birds were acting and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's like that can be like environmental, like that can be because of a storm coming, you know. And then I was like, oh, but it's like, but it also could be because of aliens, like, and he's looking in the sky all the time, which is like, sure, that's storm related, but it's like I was like, oh, it's got such an
birds in
alien
the sky, like
bend.
that's so got the bend, yeah.
Yeah, right. But anyways, yeah, $5 million, which is crazy. I mean, it only made $4 million at the box office, but like, I don't know. Couldn't see
$5 million.
the.
It
I
seems
don't know
about
what they
right, but I'm
sold
also
for.
like, then why did they pay Jessica Chastain $100? Like, what are they doing?
Well, no, that's I don't know, to get her on board.
Yes, they probably just bought the house, and they actually obviously just probably built their shelter and everything. I mean, they did. They showed the whole thing. They may as well just built the whole shelter and all that.
I know, it's funny. I wonder if that was like somebody's project in their backyard. He's like, oh hey, can we film that as like, you know, because it's like they really put it in there, so it's like.
Right? It's just like that's what they
who's-
live. They're like, hey, I'm gonna write it off, dude. I'm gonna get myself a sick ass storm shelter, right?
No, really though, yeah.
So, oh, by the way, I apologize. I said it. We forgot to read Reddit's last time when we did Paris, Texas. So
Oh,
for all the people who commented on Paris,
no.
Texas, thank you. That movie was good. Watch that one. Go listen to that episode. I did see your comments. I'll have to go back and actually comment to you physically. But
I know. I'm pretty sure. I think I went and commented on some.
I hope so,
But yeah.
sir.
Let's.
I got a couple
let's hear
comments
these lovely
today
comments.
about Take Shelter, and none of them are from our two main guys. These are all people I don't really recognize. So, which is cool. So,
Wonderful.
Hang on, Sufi says, this is one of those flicks that slides you off your center and steeps you in unease all the way through. Well mounted, well acted, well told, and doesn't let you down at the end. That is if fear, terror, and oh, we're screwed is your idea of a satisfying ending. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. No, and yeah, I really liked the ending of this. Like,
I liked it too.
It was.
It's like
I love
this
like
time
when the
around,
kid
I
starts like
especially
recognizing it, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I was like, this is cool. And then when it just like it's in the reflection, you start to see the tornado touch the water.
Yeah.
Which like that's horrifying, dude. I know the ocean's just
the
too
ocean
terrifying.
and just like
so,
Mother
I'm, like,
Nature is
double.
scary as fuck. Like I saw a tornado touchdown one time when I was in Arkansas. And it was a small one,
yeah.
but we were just like fucking off on a creek, minding our business, and then like, wow, it's really windy all of a sudden. And then, holy shit, there's a tornado coming down over there. And it did, and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And it's just, and like, we don't deal with that here. I mean, I don't know. Like people, my cousins, they're like, yeah, tornadoes, it's like,
I've
that
seen-
happens, but
I've seen a tornado once here in Utah in my life, and I was young, and it was like I was on my grandma's porch, and it happened like 400 miles away. It was like so far away, and it touched like on the mountainside, and I was like, oh, we're all gonna die. It's like the third tornado that's ever
that's why I
happened. in
can't
Utah.
imagine. Yeah, exactly right. That's why I can't imagine like living somewhere where there's like regular hurricanes. I'm like, big scary storms are, I don't know, they're intense.
Yeah, like Kansas. It's
No thanks.
Mother Nature's been trying to get rid of Kansas for years.
Yeah.
Like, you guys suck.
Fucking Crushered says, I also remember liking it. And that's about it. For some reason, which might just be my brain, it's one of those movies that felt like that it made an impact, but I can't remember but a fleeting feeling afterwards. I think that's a really good comment because it's like
I can see that. Yeah.
this is one of those like very kind of like, it's not a big movie. It's not like it's a mostly a character study. It's like a low budget. Like, I don't know. It's those mid, like that 2010 era. Like, I feel like I watched a lot of like AA tier, like thriller type movies in them that were really good, but I've completely since forgotten about. The only ones that I latch onto were like the occasional like Splinter or something. I like latch onto that for like one reason or another. But like, since this isn't like specifically horror, it's like it kind of like you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, the acting's really good and it's a really good movie, but it doesn't like, this is no one's favorite movie, which is too bad. Like, if it is your favorite movie, I want to hear from you because this is a great movie. But yeah, it's something like, this is a very, very good 4-star movie. You know what I mean? Like this is just a solid 4-star, like 3.5
Well, it's
to
like
4 star.
we were talking about
Great.
trim the fat last time. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, like in Before Sunrise, it's like no fat. Like this movie doesn't have any fat on it.
No,
Like,
it's no fat, but it is like it's a deliberately slowly paced movie that is paced extremely well with its slowness. Like some movies are too slow that don't do it right. Like this movie, not a ton happens. It's a dude grappling with his like fucking his family and his insecurities and his potential mental illness in a not spectacular way until he has like one complete breakdown. But like the way it really just the steady escalation. It's never foot slam on the gas. It's always like just constantly ramping. I don't know. This movie's paced amazingly, I think. So, and the score, while kind of repetitive, was pretty good for like it was
right.
It stood
very
out.
subtle, very subtle.
But it stood out. It could have been just like had like the weird the kind of like piano, mysterious piano keys, you know, that some movies do. It like did it in a way that like it stood out. I don't know. I appreciate it, but it did play kind of too often. But I get that's budgetary probably too. So anyway,
right, yeah, and just like they let it breathe. I think.
Yeah, they didn't really need it
because the music worked. The music was really effective in the shelter. On that scene, like. You know,
a lot of those staring in the middle distance in the sky type of right.
I know, right, yeah. So. It's like, it's one of those movies, where I'm like, God, like nothing happened, but like a lot did, you know.
This guy's entire life, and then apparently it is the end of days. And I like how vague they kept the apocalypse too, where it's just like the storm comes and it makes everyone like crazy. Is like basically kind of it,
right.
Is
never... must be. But you can't. But you could interpret it as like panic, you know, as people like,
well,
you know, it being like it raining birds and raining
more
like acid rain or whatever.
Of like a man that just can't. If you take out the mental illness or whether or not he's even if you take out the storms altogether and just look at them as like the idea of like losing control and feeling like the world, you can't protect your family from the world, and your daughter lost her hearing, and it never says how, but it's like obviously recent. They're trying to get the cochlear implant and everything. And it's obviously fairly recent, so it's just like these sudden impacts come, and it's like you can't. I don't know. It's the feeling of like powerlessness that was really effective for me, and especially now again as a dad, where I'm just like, it's the only thing that sucks. It's just, I'm like scared all the time. I'm like, oh God, my kids are the resource wars, Jordan. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you have to. You ever have to like take the kids away from Mary when she's just standing soaking wet in the kitchen?
Yeah,
next to a butcher knife.
Yeah, I gotta take them away because I got some other business to take care of. That's all I got to say about this movie. It's really good.
Yeah,
I think if you haven't watched, you should watch
it's one of those. Yeah, it's like
it won the poll.
He does. But Jeff Nichols, like, I know, it's so funny. Why does that happen? Movies will win the poll sometimes, and I'm like, nobody comments. And I'm like, we got, like, how do we get so many votes and then no one comments? But I mean, that's whatever. That's how it works. We love the people who comment.
Thank you
so much. And I'm sure we'll, see you around the
Yeah,
see you around the old
vote.
bend.
I'm gonna see what else we put. Like I said, I'll probably do a documentary week. Maybe I'll do that this next week. So go vote on whatever Sundance movies, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna be watching coming up next month. If we're gonna get off our butts and do some Patreon stuff. So if you want to hear us talk about, we're definitely gonna do the rest of the
end of this
Before
month,
trilogy.
we're gonna have
And
that.
we're gonna do the last two movies for the Patreon. So go check that out if that's something that's in you. And then those of you that are on the Patreon now have a reason to do it. It's like you can go check out the Before movies. Watch the movies though, you fuckers. I know who you are. You don't even watch movies.
I know. Yeah, watch a movie or two. Come on, grow up.
Yeah, check them out.
I'm excited. I watched every Oscar Best Picture nominated film, and I haven't watched movies like back to back in so long. And it's just like I'm like, oh hell
when
yeah,
you get in
baby.
a good movie like binge, because like we're older and busy in life and stuff. But like last week I was like sick, and I didn't want to do anything, and it was spring break for school, so I had like slightly less homework. And I did. I watched for 4 days straight. I watched a movie like every night, and it felt so good. Like I felt so good.
Well, it's like it kind of like kickstarted that again, where I was like, it's like, oh fuck, I like I like movies.
Dude,
Man.
movies
Like,
are
I like
pretty
yeah. I
good.
didn't,
They're pretty
you know, I didn't think I did, and then I dabbled in it, and I was
dabbled
like, oh,
in
damn.
movies. And you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Dude, there's no way for us to quantify it, but I want to know who's watched more movies.
I know we were talking about that.
I really wish there was a way that we could like somehow.
It's just funny
you know,
'cause-
in a friendly
Oh,
way,
sure,
obviously,
sure.
friendly competition.
I think
But there's like,
I think it's
I don't
really
know, man.
close because
it's gonna be close, guaranteed.
But what's
'cause
weird
it's
is there's so many movies that we don't overlap on.
I-
Like there's so many
I
movies
know,
that
that-
I've seen
that
that you
actually-
haven't seen, and vice versa.
fuck.
Like there's so many movies
That would be a
you've seen
good-
that I haven't seen.
that would be a good. That's what we need to do is go through and see how many movies on a weekend here when we hang out. We should
We
like,
should
write
just
a
make
list
that
of
a
the
month
movies.
too, where it's just like
Yeah.
you.
Oh, that would be sick.
You for like 2 weeks.
Suggestion,
You
yeah.
pick all movies that you've seen that
Yeah,
I need
I
to
pick-
see, and then vice versa.
Right. Yeah. Dude, that'd
That'd
be
be
really
good.
good.
That'd
Yeah,
be
pick
fun.
like 5.
That'd be fun for us.
I pick like 10, so you can do
Yeah,
two
yeah.
polls. Yeah, that's a good. We share every week. Let's do that.
Yeah,
one
let's
day.
do
That'll
that.
be cool.
Let's do that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
'Cause, Yeah.
That's all we got. A little shorter episode. I'm sure you'll appreciate it after the long one last week. So, thank you. Yeah, go
you
Reddit, YouTube,
all.
Patreon, all that good stuff. Check it out.
Real quick before you
stuff.
go.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 2004 Trivial Pursuit movie edition here. What 1993 film tells the unlikely tale of a boy who befriends a killer whale?
It's Free Willy, right?
Yeah. Is there any other? Is there any other movie?
plethora of like
Name me another movie where a boy becomes friends with a killer whale.
Yeah, there's probably killer whale. Yeah,
Whale. Yeah, not the whale. Is
I've never seen Free Willy, so that's that. You could put that on the list.
Wait. You've never seen Free Willy?
Why
So,
would
yeah.
I? Why
Okay.
would I?
So I've seen more movies than you. I've definitely
there's
seen
no
more
way.
movies than
No
you.
way.
No, dude. As a child, I was raised by the TV, so
Oh,
I don't know, man. I've seen,
Yeah, you probably watched more as a kid. I watched more as a
yeah.
teenager.
Delicious things.
I don't know, man. I wasn't kissing girls. You guys, I was watching movies, baby.
Whatever, you were drinking and bringing all us booze.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
was watching.
But we don't tell anybody
Nah,
that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Bye.
Yeah, you guys.
I gotta go. I
You
gotta
guys
go
have
read
fun out
for
there.
school instead of watching.
Oh yeah,
movies.
that's true. Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Bye.